We are starting on the Spanish gown. Woo! I am so excited about this project. It is a self-supporting bodice. We will talk a little bit about how to fit them and the purpose and everything, and I am so excited to share this with you, so let's get to it. I used the Research Dumping Grounds pattern. They said it would get you 90% of the way there, and I'd have to agree. I will leave the link down in the description if you want to check it out. This pattern uses the bar method, which is a method of proportional drafting using different size tapes. I like this method because little math is actually involved. Once everything was drafted, I cut out the pattern. Then it was time to cut out the fabric. I chose to cut it out of 2 layers of linen. I'm looking for a lightweight supportive garment that will keep me from overheating like I do in stays. The extant examples that we have were made out of velvet and corduroy, which would make them more supportive than my linen, but I'm curious to put some of my theories to the test. Once everything was cut, I sewed together the center back seams in the wonderful afternoon light. After some finger pressing, it was time to line everything up and bag line the bodice together. I did an initial fit before the eyelets were in to make sure I didn't have any critical fit errors. I was mostly concerned that it would meet at the center front. There is some gaping, but lacing will solve that problem. Then I marked where the eyelets needed to be and hand sewed them. Okay, so let's talk about fit for a quick second. I have a lot of room here, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You can have more room around your waist. It's not a crucial fit point. What is a crucial fit point is right underneath your bust. You can see I have probably close to 2 inches actually. Wow, that's a lot. An inch or 2 underneath your bust is the most crucial fit point when you're trying to make a self-supported bodice. The other place I have a lot of room is up in the bust area, but I don't want to alter that until I have the under bust taken care of, because all of the fatty bits need a place to go, and if this gets to be too tight, then it's gonna cause more problems. So I will probably leave the waist a little bit loose, and then we're going to tighten the under bust here. I have been wearing this for a couple hours, 4 or 5 hours now, so the fibers in the linen have definitely relaxed. Maybe not fully, but mostly. So I will be able to get a good fit. So let's figure out how to take this in, shall we? So this is my fitted under bodice. You can see the stress lines from where the under bust point was to where my waist was. This is normal, especially in fitted garments, to get the stress lines. There are ways around it. They don't really bother me, so I don't really worry about it. So what it looks like is we're gonna be at about 38, 39 inches. As my under bust measurement, and I needed to be 33, 34. I'm gonna have to shorten it by 6 inches total. That's a lot. especially since I already have the eyelets in, so I can't shape it in the front at all. So I have to do all the shaping through the side seams and the back seam. It's possible. Right now the arm's eye is very comfortable, so I don't want to mess with that too much. But if I brought it in at a curve for 1 inch to go to my underbust and then brought this back out, that would work. I would do that on both sides. That would get rid of 4 inches of the underbust, and then we try it on again and see how it works. So yes, let's do that. And about 1.5 inches down, I need to be a full inch in. And this needs to go for about 1 inch. And then it can taper back out. I repeated the markings on all 4 side seams before sewing on those lines. Later, I also took 3 inches from my waist to help with the conical shape that I wanted this bodice to give me. If you are using this pattern for a coat hardy or other dress, this isn't necessary. The last step was to finish the bottom edge of the bodice with tiny whip stitches. This is where the skirt will be cartridge pleated onto later, but that's for another video. Alright, thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you found this educational and will help you fit your bodices if you want them self-supporting. Highly recommend. Best thing ever. Anyway, I post a new video every Monday and go live on Thursdays. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!